what's up guys? Welcome back to El Merengue Culé. This is going to be a quick video, a little bit of a post-game analysis for the Real Madrid, Real Betis. The live reaction should be coming out in an hour, maybe two from this video. So make sure you have your notification bell turned on, hit the like button, subscribe. And without further ado, let's get started with the video. Alright guys, we just finished watching the Real Betis game. It was a big game, going into it. Real Betis won Copa del Rey last season. They had a really good season all in all. And then this season, they started out phenomenal. 3 games, 3 wins. Real Madrid and Real Betis were the only 2 teams left in La Liga with a perfect score so far. And it was only going to be 1 team leaving with a perfect score, or none if they would have tied, right? But thankfully, in the end, it fell in the favor for Real Madrid. I think all in all, Real Madrid did play a much better game than Real Betis. We can definitely say that we were the better team. We created so many more chances. I think by the end of the game we had about 18, 19 shots. I don't know how many of those were on target. If we go back and actually analyze, play by play, first half, the game was open the whole time, back and forth. Which really, in my opinion, favors Real Madrid's playing style, especially with players like Vinicius and Rodrygo. I think Ancelotti finally got this, or not finally, but he really got the lineup correct for this game, because he knows that Real Betis, unlike all the many other teams in La Liga, are not going to be as defensive. Real Betis is a team that likes to get the ball, have the ball at their feet, and take the game to you, attack, and whatnot. And so Ancelotti opted to go for Rodrygo and Vinicius Jr. on the wings rather than Vinicius and Valverde on the wing. And that brought us a lot of more verticality. We had more counterattacks, more speed on the wings. Not that Valverde isn't fast, but Rodrygo just has like a little, Brazilian, a little more samba to his playing style. And so it was really good for the team because we were getting a lot of counterattacks, and thus the game was really open, back and forth. And the game starts off with a beautiful play. Overall, a beautiful play. Alaba assists Vinicius Jr., who ends up chipping the goalkeeper from Real Betis. It's a beautiful goal, but if you really dive deeper into that goal, you see the movements. You see how Benzema comes back, drags the center back, and Vinicius Jr. realizes that he's smart to not just run off sides. He actually makes like a little, he comes back a tiny bit, curves his run, and then he goes off running. And that's when Alaba sends that perfect pass over to him, and puts him essentially one-on-one with the goalkeeper with the ball bouncing, and he just kind of taps it over. It was the perfect start within the first 10 minutes of the game to a game that, it started off with Benzema showing the Champions League trophy to the whole stadium. The first game back in El Bernabeu since last season. The atmosphere was great. Vinicius Jr. scores. Everyone is just happy. And then after that, the team fell asleep for one play in that throw-in. Alex Moreno throws the ball in. Borja Iglesias, which is having a phenomenal start to the season with 4 goals already in 4 games now, pins back Militao, who we'll talk more about individual performances, but I thought he had a great game overall. Aside from this one moment that Borja Iglesias got the better of Militao, he was able to just pin him back, receive the ball from that throw-in that the whole team should have been more attentive, and then looking to see what was happening, because you could just see players were looking down, kind of looking to the sides, and that's where the throw-in comes in. And so anyways, Iglesias just kind of does a one-touch pass to Canales, who has a small angle to shoot, and he shoots it straight at Courtois. And unfortunately, we are always out here praising Courtois, and this is not going to be any different. But unfortunately for today, Courtois could not close his legs fast enough, and the ball does go in between his legs, and that was a 1-1 right away. Minute 17. From there on, we had chance after chance after chance in the first half, and we kept on missing clear chances. Vinicius Jr. right away on a counter misses off the 6-yard box. Tchouaméni has a header that somehow the goalie comes up with a phenomenal save. And then there was a few other chances here and there. I think Rodrygo had one. Benzema had one where Rodrygo dribbles past the defender, puts in a beautiful cross, and Benzema somehow does not tap it in. And with that being said, let's jump a little bit into Benzema's performance. Overall, look, Benzema started the season a little bit late. rightfully so. He earned it to get a little bit of an extra break. But I'm not seeing good performances from him in these first 4 games. That's 4 games, and yes, he has 3 goals. You know, that's great. Great stats overall, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm not seeing Benzema play too well. I see him slow out there, making poor decisions or slow decisions out there. Him and Vini, you know, they obviously were praised a lot last year for that understanding, but it kind of feels like they're not on the same page at the moment. Hopefully this is just like, you know, he's just getting warmed up and he starts playing a lot better in the coming games. But I'm not going to get too worried about it right now, but I do need him to start playing a little bit better. But at least the team has been able to overcome this Benzema that's a little more stale with good performances from Vini and the rest of the team. And then we finished off this game phenomenally. So Rodrygo gets that second goal right when Valverde gets subbed in for Camavinga, who Camavinga had a questionable game. He had really good moments and some poor decision moments, a lot of fouls. But anyways, Valverde comes in and right away makes an impact. Him and Carvajal get a good pass going. And then within seconds, he already knows what Rodrygo is. Doesn't even have to look up. Puts that ball back across the box. And Rodrygo taps it home. And that gives us a 2-1 go-ahead goal. And at that point, Real Madrid did a great job. Ancelotti made some good changes, bringing in Ceballos and Toni Kroos, who helped control the game a little bit more. And we really didn't give Betis many chances after that. So all in all, good game from Real Madrid. Had its iffy moments, but I'm happy with the performance. Happy with the overall performance from most players. I think the only one that I'm not so happy about was Benzema. Vinicius Jr. had a phenomenal first half. Rodrygo got the second goal, so that's perfect. Modric playing great as always. Tchouaméni, impressive guys. Now this is the 3rd game I watched Tchouaméni play since I had to miss the one that when they won against Celta Vigo, and that's whenever you guys were saying in the comments how great Tchouaméni played, and I'm starting to see it. He is so solid. He feels comfortable when he has the ball. He makes solid tackles. Just cool and composed with it. He rarely ever loses it. I'm really happy with him. I'm really happy. So I hope he continues growing on from there. Camavinga, he has his moments. A lot of fouls, like I said earlier. Carvajal, it's pretty solid. Didn't make any mistakes. Militao was one of my favorites. I think I would put either him or Vinicius Jr. as man of the match. I would honestly go, or maybe even Tchouaméni. I'm going to go for Militao as my man of the match. I want to hear from you down in the comments. Alaba also had a good performance. Mendy, I actually did not see it all in the first half, which is probably a good thing. And then the second half, he had a lot of good tackles and good runs with the ball, so that's good. Courtois, he didn't really get tested too much other than that one shot that did go in, which was unlucky, but, you know, that's that. Guys, I want to hear what you thought down in the comments. Like I said, the live reaction video should be coming up soon, and also stay tuned because there will be a Barcelona versus Sevilla video today. So with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all later, and as always, a la Madrid.